Hi, I'm Tim with Arcadia Remodeling, kitchen and bathroom specialist. Today I wanted to go over a few things about what I'm seeing in the construction world about painting cabinets. There's a lot of great videos out there, there's a lot of great information out there, but there's also a lot of misinformation out there. I'm seeing a lot of videos that are teaching teaching clients or do-it-yourselfers to actually paint with a brush and roll. And a lot of the expectations are that you're going to get this finish that comes straight from the cabinet company, and that's not true. I'm going to be the first one to tell you, hey, you can get a decent finish out of painting and rolling, but it's going to be a lot of work, a lot of sanding, and the only way you're really going to get a true finish is to actually spray it. It's just the way it is. A lot of people are going to try to argue that point, but when it comes down to it, the only way to get a professional finish and get that kind of gloss is to actually spray. One of the other things I want to address is finishes, your top coat, okay? We actually, when we finish out, when we actually put a base coat on it, we do a primer, we use Extreme Bond by Sherwin-Williams. Now there's a lot of great products out there. Extreme Bond is an acrylic, which is still a water-based paint, but the durability of it really dries really hard, and the quality of it it's one of the best products I use as far as a bonding agent. If you're going to wood, lacquer, things of that nature, then try to put a top coat on it. Highly recommend something like Extreme Bond. Extreme Bond, it actually will bond to slick surfaces. You still want to prep it with a 220, wipe it down with a deglosser. One of the things I like about it though, Extreme Bond, is actually it will bond to surfaces that most primers won't, but it's also a stain blocker, which is huge when you're repainting your cabinets, and I don't think that's talked about enough. When you're watching these videos with all these people painting cabinets, and I've seen a lot of videos out there with over 1 million views. People are raving about these videos, and they're getting a lot of misinformation. And one of them is the fact that you're not using a good stain blocker and bonding primer. This is important, and I cannot stress it enough, people. These are one of the things you need to look for if you're going to redo your cabinets. Please do your research on a good bonding primer, good stain block primer. They tend to be expensive, and what I mean by expensive is it's not even that expensive. It's expensive per gallon, but like on an average kitchen, you're going to use less than a gallon. You're going to spend between $60 and $80 for a gallon of this primer, and that's not bad. That's not bad at all, considering the benefits from using it. It's actually worth every penny, and it saves you the frustration. A lot of times we get into these thinking modes where we say we're trying to save money, but we don't realize by spending a little more, it saves us so much time and energy and frustration. And this is one of them. Finding a good bonding primer with a stain blocker in it, that's great. And the reason why is if you're going over stain, or you have an older kitchen that has some, cooking something on it where it'll just bleed through. This prevents that. The bleed through is actually just the color coming through the paint, and then when you paint it, it keeps coming through the paint, not just the primer. So doing this, it eliminates that. It's going to eliminate a lot of frustration on your part as well. The next thing I want to cover is top coats. Even though you go with acrylic, which is water-based, you do not, in my recommendation, want to go with the top coat, a latex paint. Now, I've seen a lot of people post some videos with latex paints, and the finish is unreal. It's great. They're beautiful. There's no arguing that, and I'm not going to argue that with anybody. But what they'll do is they'll do it with the latex, and then they'll spray it with a lacquer finish. But the problem is the lacquer finish is so thin that you're still not getting as much durability as actually shooting a colored lacquer onto your cabinets, which dries very hard and is very, very durable, especially if you're going to have a lot of traffic in your kitchen, kids, if you're using your kitchen all the time. And then the other thing is, that we use a urethane enamel that works really great. It's a lot better than any of the latex. It's very durable. You can get it in a lot of colors. If you go to Sherwin-Williams, you can actually get it in any color. and when it cures, it's just so much harder, and it'll just last a lot longer. These are some of the things that I'm seeing as far as misinformation. But do your homework. Go out there and watch some of these videos. Take this video and then actually watch some of these other videos, and take that information and make your own decisions. Like I said, when you redo your cabinets and you're painting them or staining them, a lot of it comes down to that you just want to make sure that the contractor you're going to hire, they're taking the proper steps to prep your your project, and then also the product use. We tend to go with mostly Sherwin-Williams products because we as a company and the guys that work for me, we've had a lot of great experience with it, and we don't get callbacks. Another reason why we use the Sherwin-Williams products is because of the fact that the colors, you can mix almost every color, and there's such a huge color wheel when it comes to these things. So these are things to think about before you start your project, or you're looking into doing your project, hiring somebody, or even doing it on your own. Doing it on your own is not great if you don't have the experience. If you have some experience, then in the construction and some painting, then go for it. Like I said, there's no way to get away from a real true finish by spraying it. I've seen a lot of these videos that brush it and roll it, and overall you can get a decent product with that. But some of the misinformation, as I said, is just coming down to making you think that that's a great way to do it when it's not the best way to do it. Spraying is always going to give you your smoothest finish. Make sure you sand in between each coat, no matter what product you're using. What I like about the urethane enamel is it doesn't smell as bad as the lacquer or oil-based paint, but you're getting it's an oil-based product, so the durability is amazing. And so that's just some of the things you need to look for out there. I hope this video helps, and I hope that you watch some of our other videos to get some more information, and I hope your project goes smooth. If you're looking for more information or you just need something, please call the number below. We'd be more than happy to answer any questions or watch some of our other videos as they come out. Thank you and have a great day.